Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Mamdani hasn't even taken office yet, and he's facing up to 5 years in prison. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. A lot of fundraising happens for elections. A lot of money has to be spent to get candidates elected. Mamdani raised a lot of money. Credit where credit is due. For a socialist, he sure knows how to get capital. Here's the problem. Some of that money, in fact, a good portion of that money from what we're hearing, the rumor mill, as it were, says that money came from foreign donations. Now, if that is true, not only does he face massive fines, he faces up to 5 years in prison. This has happened before, and it's a big deal. It's not a minor campaign finance violation. If he's taking foreign money, then you have to ask yourself what those foreign contributors are looking for in exchange for that money. Now, it may just be foreigners that like him, and maybe they're not looking for anything in return, but it's still illegal. If he knowingly took foreign money for his campaign, well, then his mayorship may end behind bars. And considering what he's going to do to New York City if he stays mayor, that might be the best thing that could ever happen in New York City. I want you to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Well, if these allegations are true, Mamdani could be facing exactly what Aaron Adams faced for the allegations of taking Turkish money. And it's very simple. If the DOJ brings charges, it's up to 5 years in jail for each count and a $250,000 fine. Liz, for decades, there have been allegations that foreign money has been flowing into New York politics, whether it's for Hillary Clinton, AOC, and now here we are again.
Yeah, this is bad stuff. Foreign money coming in. I mean, the referrals were filed by the Coolidge-Reagan Foundation, claiming Mamdani may have violated a Federal Election Campaign Act, New York City election codes, and that Mamdani's campaign was on notice for months that it was taking in illegal foreign contributions, but did nothing meaningful to stop it. That some of the money apparently was tied to regions and individuals openly sympathetic to hostile actors. That's the allegation.
And, it's not a stretch to believe that the allegation isn't true. If you look at the polling, something like nearly 2/3 of New York City voters who are born outside of this country are supporting Mamdani. And then you think about the other outside actors that want to see the finance capital of the world, turned into a communist hellhole. It's not a shock to think that these foreign donations are going to Mamdani. Plus, you have a history of this happening in New York politics and no one doing anything about it.
But, the other startling data point, too, the New York Post is reporting, we got to check it, that Mamdani raised more than $1 million over 5 weeks. But the math shows more than half of that forward, 53%, 532,000 came from donors outside New York City, meaning his campaign donations there are from contributors who don't vote, who cannot vote in the New York City mayor election. They're outside the state.
Well, there's a lot of people that have a vested interest in Mamdani winning, whether it's the Tides Network, Arabella Advisors, Soros. They want to see him succeed because they want to see him blow up New York City and turn it into a socialist hellhole so that the rest of the nation can follow it. This is about destroying America from within.
Got it. Ford O'Connell, thanks for being with us. Now we're moving on to this story.
Thanks,
Watch this.
I call them the drug by sea. The boats, we took out 4 of them over the last 2 days.